Well, Bernard, it must be a bubbly atmosphere for the training tonight. The lads all confident after a weekend win.
Yeah, look, big weekend ahead. Darlington at home, Bradford away. Coming off the back of the good result, 4 unbeaten, 2 clean sheets. So without our input, lads should be confident. Yeah, don't want to get complacent though. Darlington's always been a big game, i.e. Spennymoor and Darlington, and we've also had a good journey ourselves with Darlington over the last 5-6 years. So we're really looking forward to it. The early kick-off kills us because we had to set off at 7:30 in the morning. But no, really looking forward to it, and like you say, really positive in and around the training ground. Do the right things tonight. Get the recovery from now to the game on Saturday. Look forward to it, and hopefully, it's a positive performance.
It's an exciting one, isn't it? I know the players will get excited, the fans get excited. Really something to look forward to at the weekend.
Yeah, I think we've worked really hard, Simo, over the last 8 weeks, and again, I keep touching on the fact that we weren't, it weren't a great pre-season. But if you'd have asked us and told us we was going to draw our first 3 games and win away at Leamington and keep 2 clean sheets, I'm not saying it's a great start, but it's a positive start. And you say Darlington Saturday, if we can get 3 points out of that, all of a sudden it looks a great start on paper. So in and around the camp's good. Gaffer's not well tonight. He's got a bit of a stomach bug. So, but no, great from where we're standing. We just don't want to get complacent, and we want to approach every game the same we have this season. Application's been key. It's been brilliant. Preparation's been perfect. And like you say, it builds up nicely for Saturday's game.
Yeah, we've seen in the opening 4 games a lot of the ingredients you need in a successful team, and we'll need to see them again on Saturday because Darlington are a good side, good players.
You need 16-man squad at the races. You can't afford to have 6 or 7 or 4 or 5 not at the races. We all need to be at our hay game, and I think with Darlington, 1-1, lost 2, they need a result, so they're going to come guns blazing. But it's not just about the Saturday, it's about the weekend. It's about doing the right things, and people will say just concentrate on Saturday's game, which we will, but you can't help think that 40 hours later you're away at Bradford. So we've got to get the team right, the balance right. This is where you utilise your squad. Everybody's chomping at the bit, so ultimately we've got to get Saturday's team right, but also have in the back of your mind you're thinking about Bradford as well. So we'll see how it goes, but in terms of preparation, like I say, we're ready to go.
And in terms of the approach to the game, with a derby game like this, and fans and quite a lot of an away following as well, it's important to keep those emotions, in check and use them the most positive way.
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't at the Boxing Day game last year due to COVID, but it's always going to be fireworks. Both sides want to win the game. There's that rivalry, like as you've touched on. It's really important we keep 11 men on the pitch for a start. As last season you've seen we didn't. They lost 1, we lost 1. So that's first and foremost, keep 11 men on the pitch, because it's hard enough as it is 11v11, let alone losing a man. And then the away fixture at their place was a good game. It was a good game. It was 1-1, so both draws. They'll like to think they've improved. We'll like to think we've improved, and like you say, sets up to on paper to be a very good game.
And like you've touched on already, it is a double header as well, so the league table looks pretty positive right now, and the aim is that Monday tea time we're looking at it thinking, hey, that looks really nice.
It could go either way, couldn't it? You could be the best team in the league, or the best managers, or you could be looking at it on paper thinking, it's not been a great start. But I think defensively we look good, we look strong. It's hard to say we've not scored from open play, but with the own goal away at Hereford, we've not conceded in open play. We've conceded from 2 penalties and an unbelievable set from the kid at Telford. So defensively, lots of positives, and that's defending from the front, by the way. Glenn's give us a platform from the front, and we've looked solid. If we can add more goals to our tally over the weekend and a few more points, then like you say, it's been a good start on paper. You
mentioned Glenn. I could ask you about him. He hasn't got off the mark yet, and I know he'll be frustrated about that because he's had chances, but he has brought a different dimension to that forward line this year.
What we've tried to do since we've come in with Glenn is leave him to it. Obviously we always say he's 32-year-old, we ain't going to improve him as a player. Glenn's Glenn Taylor. He's been one of the best over the last 5-6 seasons, everybody knows that, but since we've come in we've tried to add that little bit more to his game in terms of what it looks like when we've not got the ball, giving us a platform from the front, and he's took it on in abundance, and the way he's applied himself over the last 3-4 games, we haven't even given it a second thought that Glenn hasn't scored. I think if you look too much into it, it's more about the results in the team for us, not the individual. Glenn himself might be, chomping at the bit and thinking, I've not scored in 4. When you win, it doesn't matter who scores. The plus side is that we ain't relying on Glenn to score. Sparky's scored 2. Jude's got a great goal on Saturday, and you're not relying on Glenn all of a sudden. He won't like to hear that, but you're not. But Glenn's had 10 chances. It's not like we're not creating chances.
I just think the flip side is Darlington will be looking at it thinking, oh, it's Jude one, isn't he?
Correct, and that's the psychological side of things. And if Glenn saved his goals for this weekend, then brilliant. He's timed it perfect. But again, I don't want to stand here and say Glenn's not scoring goals, and it's not a concern. The plus side to it is that Glenn's took everything on board that we've asked of him over the last 6 months, and we believe, we've added another side to Glenn's game that he's probably had, but probably never needed to do. But if you're not scoring goals, what's the other side that he can offer us? And he's given us an unbelievable platform in both boxes. He's given us a platform holding the ball up. Glenn's been great over the last 4 games, but again, we've not even given it a second thought that Glenn's not scored. It's more the fact where we are in the league, and 4 unbeaten is where we're at.